The last question, we're trying to calculate two person who has taken two different tests. National result for ACT has the average of 1,500 and standard deviation of 250. National result for ACT has an average of 20.8 and standard deviation of 4.8. How we can compare if two persons are taking different tests? One person have 1,860 of ACT score. The other person has 29 ACT score. Who did better? Now, what we can do is we can calculate a standard score for both persons. And the one we call standard score is a z-score. Z is calculated by the data value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation, which basically is a calculation how much a score is higher or lower than the mean by how many standard deviation. So for example, Ty, he took the ACT, so we can take Ty's ACT score, x minus the mean for ACT divided by the standard deviation for ACT, which is for example 1860 minus 1500. That's how much it's higher than the mean. But we're going to measure that by standard deviation. So we divide these by 250. We realize that it's 1.44 more than the mean, 1.44 standard deviation more than the mean. The other person is Peter. He has a 29 ACT score. So we took the 29 minus the mean and again divided by the standard deviation, which is 4.8. Now we're going to find out how much is that, and let me show the calculation. We will take 29 minus the 20.8. All right, that's 8.2. That's the absolute deviation. The subtraction provided deviation, but we want to measure that deviation using the standard deviation. We divide that by the 4.8, by the standard deviation. We get 1.71, 1.708. So his score is 1.78 standard deviation above the mean. These two standard score, the two z-score, allows us to compare data from different population. This is higher than that. So our conclusion is Peter has a higher z-score. Therefore, Peter did better on his test.